Hey, Facebook. I'm Darcy. I am the creator of the Vibrant Woman course and community. I'm also a certified math method, health and fitness coach and practitioner. I'm also a single mom who raised her brain injured child to outgrow learning disabilities, seizures, developmental delays. I mean, the whole long list of labels. And Haley is now an independent and successful college student. And I'm here today to talk to the moms. This is for the moms. Um, and full disclosure, I'm a little emotional about this today because if you are a mom, particularly if you are a mom of a child with special needs, okay, and those kids come with long lists of labels that their tiny bodies shouldn't have to carry, right? Um, I know because I've been there. Sometimes I am overwhelmed with gratitude at just how far my daughter was able to come. Sometimes it's actually very hard. I have to pinch myself because I have to say, is this really me? Is this really my life now that I have the privilege to enjoy some of the things that I enjoy without having to worry about my daughter and her well being anymore? Without having to constantly micromanage her and control everything in the environment in order to take care of her, to know that she's going to be okay. Because that was my reality for a very long time. Okay. And so there's a lot of moms out there, I know, wearing those exact shoes. I know exactly how you feel. Um, and what I wanted to say is this Vibrant Woman course, I made it for you. And I made it for you because I made it for me. Because this is exactly what I needed back when I was struggling, when I was overwhelmed, when I was exhausted, when I was on the worry train, trying to manage everything, to take care of my daughter. And you know who I was not taking care of? Me, right? And so I see you out there. I know you, the ones who are doing a really good job to hold it all together and doing a really good job to give your kids everything that they need. For many of you who are doing a program of neurological organization, you're doing this in the face of a culture that doesn't even understand, that can't relate to what you're doing, because you're dreaming bigger dreams for your kids. Um, and I certainly know the weight of that loneliness, to be the only one who can see your dream and where you want to go. I also know the weight of that and what it did to the health of my body. So um, I'm just here to say that at one point, you know the story, I crashed and I burned, and I had to work my way back to wholeness. In doing so, I actually, that path to wholeness keeps going. And I landed in a place, as I like to promote these days, feeling the most vibrant that I've ever felt in my life. That's why it's called the Vibrant Woman course. I didn't even know what a vibrant woman was. I couldn't get a whiff of wholeness back in those days when I was struggling, when I was burned out, and when I was overwhelmed and worried about what was going to happen to my kid, you know. But I'm on the other side of that now. So I'm just here to say that it's possible for you to thrive. And it's really, really important. This is what I wish I knew back then. Okay. And that's why I say I made this for you, because I made this for me. This is what I needed that I never had. And that is this foundation of self care, of understanding my own body, of knowing what it's asking for so that I know what it needs, so that I know what to do to take care of it. Because here's the truth. Nobody's going to do that for you. You are the only one who can do that for you. I was the only one who could make sure that I was eating the right foods, that I was getting enough rest, um, that I was taking care of my stress and my emotions, that I was exercising in a way that was going to be sustainable. I was the only one who was going to do that for me. And guess what? If I didn't do it, nobody was going to do it. And guess what? If I wasn't taking care of me, how was I going to be there for my daughter? How was I possibly going to show up for her in a way that brought value? Right? So I am just here to invite you to come on into that course. Come on into the Vibrant Woman course. The early bird discount only lasts for about another week. Okay. And it's a really good discount. I'm doing this to make it accessible to as many women as possible right now. And yeah, we're waiting for you to come on in and sign up as an act of self love, as a commitment to yourself, and therefore as a commitment to the people you love who are depending on you. I'm a little emotional about this today too, because I think back to when I hit rock bottom and how how everything that I was holding dropped. I dropped it all, and my life was really a mess. And that included the program I was trying to do for my daughter to literally save her life, was how I felt about it. And how could I possibly have picked up all of those pieces and run with them again until I put me first, until I took care of myself. Okay. So the tools that I learned to do that are the tools in the Vibrant Woman course. And this is just a love letter from my heart to yours to say, I know how you feel, and you're holding a lot, and I see you doing that, and you're incredible, and you deserve to know how to take care of yourself, and you deserve the support and the community, so that you don't have to do that alone like I did. It was a rough, lonely walk, and I'll be damned if anybody else has to walk that alone. Okay, so you don't have to. All right. So come on in, and I'm gonna hold your hand, and we're gonna make sure that you get through this, and that you get yourself feeling as good as you can, so that you can thrive, so that you can hold up everybody depending on you. Okay. So that's from my heart to yours. And if you have questions, I want you to reach out to me in DMs, and the link is going to be below. So I'm going to see you soon. I'm thankful for all of you, beloveds. Take good care.